Okay, so everybody knows about the war that started in Ukraine, and that's led to the world being on the precipice of a potential global conflict, and a global conflict that could go nuclear. So the image you see on your screen right now is a test site somewhere in Russia. And apparently there's been more activity at this test site, but it's not only at this site in Russia, it's also in China and in the US. These are the three biggest nuclear powers. So the article that I had before me is from CNN. And since it's from CNN, that's how you know this stuff is real. This is not no underground conspiracy theories. No, this is real stuff going on right now. And I don't want to be an authority hacker, like I'm appealing to authority by using CNN, but when the mainstream media is talking about it, then it's no keeping it underground. So it says Russia, the United States, and China have all built new facilities, dug new tunnels at their nuclear test sites in recent years. Satellite images obtained exclusively by CNN show at a time when tensions between the three major nuclear powers have risen to their highest in decades. While there is no evidence to suggest that Russia, the US, or China is preparing for an imminent nuclear test, the images obtained and provided by prominent analysts in the military non-proliferation studies illustrate recent expansions at three nuclear test sites compared to just a few years ago. One is operated by China in a far western region, Xinjiang. One is operated by Russia in the Arctic Ocean, the archipelago. And another is in the U.S. in the Nevada desert. Good old Nevada desert. The satellite images from the past 3 to 5 years show new tunnels under mountains, new roads, and storage facilities, as well as increased vehicle traffic coming in and out of the sites. It said Jeffrey Lewis, a professor at James Martin Center for Non-Proliferation Studies at the Middlebury Institute of International Studies. So these are new activities that have been taking place for apparently the last few years, but recently, I mean, it seems like the countries are being put on a war footing, especially the U.S., China, and Russia. Russia is really ramped up their military spending and are almost in a war, pretty much in a war economy right now. They beefed up because they invaded Ukraine. But at the same time, they're preparing for potential to be able to potentially combat NATO. And NATO is quietly doing the same. So, I mean, we've been sending billions and billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine. But there's a lot of stuff that's taking place quietly behind the scenes that they don't really outwardly tell you. They just kind of start, doing it. And I remember, I think this was last year when New York released a video of what to do in case of a nuclear strike. And it seemed so random, or nuclear explosion. And it seemed kind of random, and people were a bit thrown off by that. And I know they do that in bigger cities sometimes, but the timing was pretty eerie because this was after the Ukraine invasion. And it's not only in New York and in America that took place. It's happening in Russia and in China. So they're subconsciously preparing their populations for the possibility of war and for the possibility of, a grid down situation. And that stuff is terrifying because it's like we won't really know until like it's too late, For most people, they probably won't know till the bombs are flying, till the bombs are dropping, or until the first shots are fired. So, I just really just want everybody to stay informed and keep up with this because you don't want to be kind of caught blindsided by something like this, because this stuff right here, a nuclear war, that would end society as we know it. And I do not want to experience a nuclear war. And most people would probably say they don't even want to survive a nuclear war because the aftermath of that would be horrendous. Like, there's no food, the grid is down, all the important people are in bunkers somewhere, and what's left is a barren wasteland, destroyed cities, fallout all over the place, smoke covering the sun in certain areas from the destroyed rubble of the cities, and no telecommunications down. no food, no water. Like that, it sounds like a terrible, terrible place to live. So let's pray that there is no nuclear conflict, but just stay informed with this stuff just in case. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, whenever you want to do it, however you want to do it, wherever you want to do it, just do it. It's your boy Red X Black, and I'm out. Peace.